Let's take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. We're on the daily time frame right now, and we have resistance right here, resistance right here. We have support right here, and it looks like we got a green candle of support right here. What I'm thinking is doing some trend lines. We have a top like this, and then we also have a bottom like this. And I was talking about it yesterday, and we're on the daily time frame. We have this 9 moving average coming in right here. We actually came in pretty close to the 9 moving average, and it looks like we got rejected right around this area. And that's what I was kind of thinking is same with the weekly time frame. If we look at the weekly, we have a moving average that's coming in kind of on top of us right now. This is on the daily, but right here it's on top of us. What I want to see it do is kind of come down, and then maybe we can hold support on this level. This is another thing that I was talking about is I want to hold support at this bottom here. I was looking at 46, but like I said, it looks like we got a little bit of support in this area right here, and it looks like we're trending up a little bit. So let's see if we can hold on these two these two trend lines and hold this pattern, should I say, and hold this support at the bottom. If we could get a bounce right here, then maybe we could break out of this moving average over here. Maybe we can get some volatility right here. Maybe we're going to stay in this area. Hopefully it'll hold support. If it doesn't hold support, then I'm looking at around 41k, the previous support down here. But like I was saying in yesterday, hopefully we can form a W pattern. So we got a bounce right here of support, and then got resistance, and then bounce. Hopefully this can hold support, and then if we bounce up and then break through this trend line, then we'll be looking at a W pattern. For now, it looks like we're coming in and testing this bottom again. So I don't know. I'm not really worried until we break this trend line and then that 46,000 horizontal line as well. This bottom, maybe something like this. It's possible that we're coming back down to test. Like we could come back down and hit that 46 again. It's possible. But I'm hoping that we can stay above it and get support on it and then bounce up and form that W pattern. If we form that W pattern, it looks like, I mean, it's basically a reversal pattern. We could target from the top to the bottom of the W, something like this. Actually, probably want to do it to this trend line right here. And then if we drag this to the breakout, we're looking at a target of approximately 55,867, depending on, I mean, we'll wait and see when that happens, but roughly something like that. That's what we'd be looking at if we can break to the upside. But for right now, I'm kind of curious if we're going to come back down to 46. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, and this is what we were looking at in yesterday's video. I deleted everything, and let's do a bottom. We were looking at this support and this support in yesterday's video. So let's do this trend line, something like this. And you can see that we were on an uptrend, and then we broke this one going to the downside. Now it looks like we're testing the previous bottoms. This bottom right here is at around 46,462. It looks like we already kind of wicked down to 46,500, but in general it does look like we're trending down. So that's why I was kind of curious. Maybe we're going to come back down to this 46,000 area, and yeah, maybe a limit order down here again, but we might come back down and hit that 46 though, is what I'm kind of saying. But like I was talking about, we have this daily trend line. We're on the daily time frame now, and we have this bottom right here of these bodies, bottom right here, and we have this trend line. It's kind of moving up, and I talked about this yesterday in yesterday's video too, how the wicks were getting higher highs, and then the wicks on the bottom were getting higher lows. And on the bodies of the daily time frame, it looks like the same thing is happening, is we're getting higher highs and higher lows. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to stay going up, but that's not bad for right now. I think the main thing is that we have to watch for is a break to the downside right now, because we are testing it, and it's possible that we do break it. If we do break it, I would be looking at, we wicked down right here at around 42,000, and then this area down here is around 41,000, like the general average right here, and then I think it comes down to even like 39.9 thousand around here. It wicked down all the way down to there. So what I'm looking at is 41k or 42. This one might hold support too. This one at this little wick down here. I'm not sure, but for right now, we haven't broke to that side or to the upside. In general, like I said, until we break one, I'm kind of assuming that we're bouncing in between this. Let's see if we could set up that W pattern and then break to the upside and just bounce out of this and start looking at the previous resistances. We won't know till we get there, but this is the road to to get there. Basically, if we can get this W pattern, break out to the upside, then we can start looking at something like that. And the other thing I guess we could look at too real quick, just to show you. So let's look at the moving averages. Basically what I'm going to say is we have this moving average on the daily time frame right here. We have this 9 moving average right here on the daily time frame, and we're still underneath that. Once we break above this, then that will be a bullish signal, and we can start trying to break above it on the weekly as well, hopefully. I mean, we'll have a better shot to break above it on the weekly. And you can see the 9 moving average right here, still below it. I think being below it is not good. I'd rather be above it. And in general, when we break above it, that will be the bullish signal. So I think the other thing I was thinking is, what I would like to see the 9 moving average do is come down a little bit, so we can kind of try to go through it on the side of it rather than trying to break above it when it's right above us. That's why I was kind of curious the other day if we were going to get bearish, because we were kind of heading up into this 9 moving average and then push this down. So what I'm kind of thinking is we might come down to this 41 level, maybe get some support on that, and then we can break through it. But we're gonna have to wait and see till we get there. It just depends. If we start forming this W and break above that, then I'm gonna start looking at maybe staying more in this area as opposed to going down lower. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like Bitcoin, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to trading, check out this playlist right here, because it's an intro on TradingView and it'll help you follow along with my videos. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.